Okay. Hey, everybody. We are back going live, and we're going to do our best to finish up the Stranger Things build today. That's going to be about that. So let's see what we can do. Let's get it going. We were just starting bag 5, which out of many bags, I'm sure we're going to have a really great time figuring out how much more is going to come from that. But it's all right. It's just a fun Saturday night. We're going to make it work. Load up a little bit of music for myself as well. As always, since this is not a Sunday stream, we won't have a particularly large amount of music going. But it should be a fun time. It should be a fun time. It'll be interesting to see who's actually on, who's actually doing anything right now. So always excited when you guys come on in and chat as we do some stuff. In fact, on my side, I think I'm going to pull up some maybe some lo-fi. No ad block pro. I don't need to know what you're blocking for me. Let's see if lo-fi Stranger Things exists. Go figure, it does in fact exist. Yeah, why not, right? See if it's any good though. Seems like it's all right. Okay, we got that. We're going. Let's do the thing. Bag 5. Oh, okay, I'm excited. This is good. We've been away for a little bit since last Sunday, actually. Okay, I think this character's name is Dustin. It's just kind of one of those things that I just kind of know. So we have a cool printed piece here with a compass and a thermometer. And then he has a radio, classic Lego radio. All right, all systems a go. Let's find the pole that has the sticker applied here. Oh wait, am I applying the stickers? I forget. You gotta remind me if I'm the one who's applying the stickers. I actually think I might be applying the stickers. No, the stickers have already been applied, so it should be here somewhere. Not this one. Not this one. I feel like I vaguely remember seeing a pole with some numbers on it earlier. So, oh, there it is, 149. Guessing that's the house number. And it looks like we're making like the porch right now. Kind of nice to be back in it. I was actually kind of having some fun earlier this evening because I was just sort of planning out like all of the streams for May, and then what the stream cadence is going to look like after May is over as well. So obviously May the 4th, we're going to have a ton of Star Wars content, but we're also going to have some other pretty interesting stuff as well, including the first really custom build that we're showing on this channel, or at least live, which I'm not going to spoil quite yet. I'll wait until I actually release the streaming schedule, but I think it's going to be a pretty fun time. Okay, can't hear myself think here, so let's turn this volume down a little bit on YouTube. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, that's better. Yep, so there we go. See if we get any cat time. You'll also notice for this, since the Stranger Things pieces are just taking up so much of the build area that I have here, I just went ahead and swapped the screens, actually, so we can see what the heck is happening here. Can always swap them back for the future. Although, I don't know, maybe this is nice. Okay, we have seen this technique for making some siding before. I'd struggle to say what sets we've seen it in, but it's kind of a nice one. Nice enough. And now it looks like we're just about ready to use nearly the last of our white pieces here. Okay, and we have some ramps. So that's one edge. Waiting for the click. Click. I feel like there should be some more click here. No, I think it's correct. Then we're going to use 2 more of these roofing pieces. Yeah, some very cool custom builds coming up. And then we'll make the other edge here as well. But yeah, gotta get my working area ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have a little Easter stream. It's gonna start a little bit later than usual. A lot of folks are gonna be spending time with their families one way or another. Need one of these bow pieces. Let's find it. And I remember that last time we kind of saw that this Stranger Things build kind of pushes the limits of what our space here can do. Now, of course, if we were building it sort of the traditional way with the instructions going through, it would not be nearly as much of a problem. Okay, we're adding some rocks up in the front of the house here. Just some decorative rocks. Using the same sort of decorative pieces that we were using on the Monkey Kid build, actually. Some cheese slopes and some corner bricks. Put that here. Seems a bit helter-skelter right now, so we'll see just how much rockness we're going to add. I feel like this is supposed to be like their driveway in the show, so I don't know why we're adding a bunch of rocks randomly instead. But okay. That's it. No more white pieces. Another color gone, and we're going to keep seeing more and more of that. I love this apocalypse print here, or whatever this is. Pretty neat. So yeah, one more color done, and as we continue to have more and more... As we get through this and we start heading towards the upside down side, we're going to get more and more parts that we've used all of the part. But definitely have thinned out the ranks of the parts a little bit, so I can see a lot more what I'm working with here, which is nice. Because the more we get that, the more we're going to really speed up. I don't know why there's a random wizard hat on the top of the house, but okay. Oh, sorry. There's the actual last white piece. Final white piece. Oh, it's because... Is this a 2-level house? Is there an attic? I guess there is, and I didn't realize that. This printed tape recorder piece is actually very old. This goes way back. In fact, TV helicopters from the 90s were using this combination of the tape recorder print and the sort of long Star Wars gun here for like filming effects. Although at that point, it was a slightly different print that was on the tape recorder piece, but it was the same basic idea. Okay, we need one of those things. But yeah, overall our shuffling's starting to seriously diminish versus where we were last weekend. Also, I definitely had way too much caffeine way too late today, so this might be just a nonsense gobbledygook stream, but hey, what the heck. At least we'll get something built out of it, right? Oh, right, they're over here. I should probably combine the rest of these black pieces, or just remind myself this is tiles, including bowed slope tiles. And now we'll do our string lights, starting with our string, which is back here. Remember, we just did a build like this at the end of the Shire, actually, where we used string lights for the party tree. It's kind of annoying to line up these clips, but and then we're going to take the negative spaces between the lights, like this one. I'll put this over here. Cat time. Not cat time. Cat time? You tell me. Cat time. Hey, cat. Hey, Kit Kat. They're making this whole assembly 2 times. Starting to make some shingled roofs. Again, I really cannot tell at this point whether we're actually adding a second level or not. It's very confusing, but that's okay. And do the whole thing again. Okay, and now we're making the roof. I do feel like there it is. Nope, not that one. This one. And another one. This looks to be a pretty intensive roof here, although I don't know that it's going to stand up to the work that we did on The Simpsons. That was a pretty cool one. No, not like that. Like this. This might be just about the only 2x2 belay plate in this set. Didn't seem to be very many there. 4 of these. And 2 of these ones. It's not quite as flat as I would prefer. And it's not very easy to just flatten it down and... Okay, we're not quite done yet. That's why. And then some tiles. This one without a print on it. This one. Okay, now we're going to add some stability here. This is, yeah, I mean, it's wide, it's sturdy. I wouldn't call it particularly detailed, but it's okay. But like this, the texturing of this roof could have been done with a larger number of parts, but I guess it has a very, very small angle, so we're not doing too much there. Adding sort of a third layer here. Now we're covering up those hinge pieces as well, which is kind of interesting. Wondering if we're going to add any of these stickers here, all these cracks. I kind of doubt it. I imagine those will go on the bottom part instead. Bye, cat. Do I have one more? There's one more. Do I have a one more over here? Okay, there's our light brick, which remember we said is still operational. Look at that. Weird that we're putting it on the roof here, but okay. And then, oh, it's a projector screen because we have our little dots here on this panel printed again, it looks like. One of these. And there, the other one. Yep, there we go. And we're going to place that angled roof right on there. I guess lining up these all together. Okay, so first, we're actually going to attach this and this. And then we should be able to line this up pretty easily. Yep. All right, it's not the most ingenious version of this technique that I've seen, but it's kind of cool. And can it open? Can it swing up? No, it's pretty fixed in place. It's actually very, very sturdy. Now we're going to use a few more of our precious few remaining pieces in this dark tan color. Keep building this siding up for unknown purpose. Okay, and now we're going to use some stickered pieces. To show that this is like the brick of like the chimney. And making this wall overall a bit more stable. Push those back there. Eventually we might be able to push this build up onto the main area. There's the other side. A couple of these slide right in. Although there's nothing to hold them at the moment, so we'll need to add, yeah, So we slide them, and then we put it like this. It's kind of an interesting little moment of building. Again, this one, we'll slide it like this. Then we'll put it like this. That feels like the kind of thing that I would do. 1x2 belay tile. There's one. Oh, I also see a place for this string light to connect here, and it works. Cool. Pretty neat. Are we going to do that on the other side? No, first we're going to take a dark tan double cheese. There it is. Dark brown. Put it here. Further connecting that. And now I bet we'll mirror all of this. Yep. So I'll need another 1x2. Never underestimate the power of a flick to attach some loose pieces. Need another 1x2. There it is. Probably the last one in the set. And another dark brown double cheese. There's not that many dark brown pieces over here. There it is. Attaching this thing again. That kind of comes together pretty nicely. Set this back down. Then we'll make some chimneys. Down to just 4 dark tan pieces left. So I assume those are smokestacks for a chimney. And maybe like a telescope or something. Again, still a lot of belay pieces over here. There it is. Dot, cheese. Or this might be a way to get internet and a clip. Actually, this is pre-internet, so a way to get, I don't know, dial-up TV or something. Whatever kids had back in those days. Hello. I would like to buy a clip, please. There it is. Okay, and that is instruction set number 1. So we'll go find number 2. Oh, is that the halfway point? That seems kind of surprising. It didn't feel like a halfway point. But apparently it is. Wait, what? That's the halfway point? Oh, we're building the upside down now. Okay. I would love to put this on screen while we keep going. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, that would work. So let's pull all this forward. Because now I'm going to need all these pieces I was neglecting earlier. Although I'm not going to need all of them right away. Did not realize we were so close to halfway done last time. There we go. So folks can kind of see that in the bottom. I guess it kind of makes more sense if I put it reversed. It's kind of warm over here. Yeah, that's a bit clearer. Okay, let's make the upside down. After all, which is the name of the set. So that was 6 bags. We're actually over halfway done. So I guess the upside down is going to be built a little bit differently. Okay, so now we have Will Byers, the kid that went missing. He looks appropriately scared. Guess I should put the car back here too, huh? With all the people on it. Bring these pieces forward a bit. Yeah. All right. Let's build the upside down. Okay, that was exhilarating. And I really think that the way this set connects is going to be so cool. But we are not going to work too hard to connect it because, as I mentioned, it's going to kind of be a little bit different. It's going to be in kind of my underground section when I would ultimately lay the city out. And there are the last 4 dark tan pieces. I remember seeing this set on display in LEGO stores, and it's just so cool. It's got such a cool profile. It's very unique, very distinctive. Wow, it's literally, like I can see, it's literally a mirror. Oh, it's so neat. This is a cool set. So now we build all that stuff in reverse. We build the dark mode. Start using these dark blue pieces, which is just, I love this color. Always love this color. Kind of got our colors starting to blend here, which can hide pieces. We need all these 1x3 tiles that we did not want to find earlier. Another jumper, feature elevator, reduced plate. I think that's the actual name. Build some more. Kind of a lot of pieces to add in one step here, but okay. Turntable. Remember we have the couch that's just kind of like canted, tilted. This build is just so cool. It really is just so cool. Like what you can do with it, the fact that you can flip it upside down and it still maintains its integrity is just like, I don't know, it's just beyond neat to me. Like it's such a simple concept for a set, but what they did with it, like they really like took this concept and just like ran with it. And I think that's cool. Like that. I will consolidate my workstation here a little bit eventually. Or maybe I won't. I mean, I'm just starting to finally be able to see where things are, so slightly, sometimes, not all the time. But yeah, I mean, it just gets, the more pieces you use, it just gets exponentially easier. Exponentially easier to see what you're doing. Or to find what you're reaching for. Like this. Jumper. Jumper. Sockets. One by three. Hiding back there. 1x6 plate. 1x1. 1x6 plate. One by three tiles. And the other side. It's not just upside down, it's actually a mirror build, which is cool all in its own. It makes it feel a lot less repetitive, because instead of going, oh, I just did this, you go, oh, I kind of did this, but different. Get these nice and flush. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I have now used up the space in front of me. So what I could do, I mean, it'd be lovely. Do we do it? I think we do it. Might regret this. Probably will regret this. But I'm going to make the space to set this thing down a little bit closer to the camera finally. Splitting up our pieces a little bit. That one's trying to run away. And now I'm not going to be able to find anything again, but at least I can set the build down. Ugh, almost. Almost. There we go. There we go. So now do we swap back? No, I think we can. Yeah, I think we swap back. Whew, okay. Oh, it's flat. It's finally flat. Slopes over here. So 6 bags. Again, if we weren't fishing for pieces. Actually, 5 bags? 6 bags? I think we only have 5 bags left. If we weren't fishing for pieces, that would normally be about 60 minutes for us. We are still fishing for pieces, but every single piece that we place is going to make this a little bit easier. It's going to get faster and faster. Until we approach breakneck speed at the end. So I'd say maybe that's going to cost us another 20 minutes. So like 80-ish minutes we might be done. I have that time. Actually, that would be totally reasonable if that is accurate to how long it takes. These belay pieces back here are just going to kill me. Yeah, smushing all the pieces off to the side cost us a little bit in terms of visibility, but it's not that bad. 1 by 3. One by 2. Actually, I was just holding that piece for no good reason. 2, 1 by 3, black plate, tiles. Those. One of those. And then we start building up. Just like that. With more sockets. I'm hoping none of this dark brown gets used until we start building a tree. That would be nice, because I can't see it right now. Sockets. One, two. Okay, tiles. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Having these 1 by 1 tiles in this sandy blue is actually really funny, because I use this exact piece as carpets in the city, as if there's one carpet factory pumping them all out for. Five, one more. 6. Bag 7. We're making the wall. Why they use 3 1 by 4 plates here instead of a brick? I guess they don't want to put a brick in the same bag as a sideways brick. Oh, I missed a piece. This. 3 more. Yeah, that's probably why. All these tiny black pieces are refracting the light on the black mat. They're a little hard to see. Much easier to see on the white there. Where are these going? Here. Okay, then we build something. Oh, great. We get to use a bunch of black pieces. Headlight brick. Headlight brick. 1x2 plate. That's not a headlight brick. Headlight brick. One by two, all the way back there. Another 1x2. 1x3. Again, cannot see these black pieces very well. But there's also not that many of them left. There it is. Oh gosh, I need another one. First stand cam of the night. 1x2 plate. 1x2 plate. In search of 1x2 black plate. If seen, please call immediately. 111-222 LEGO. I don't know where this part is. I mean, like, I feel like it's probably back here, but I cannot see it at the moment. We've had no missing parts for the set so far, so it seems likely that it got pushed somewhere that I can't see right now. Not over here either. It'll turn up. They always do. Jumper. Jumper. Still not a jumper. Don't seem to have my jumper here either. Maybe the whole side table build is missing. Not great. It's fine. They'll turn up. They'll all turn up. There it is. There's my jumper. Okay. Boombox. Microscope. We need that little piece. We need the microscope piece in clear. But that is here. Or desk lamp, I guess, more than a microscope. Where is this piece? There it is. They always turn up. So, don't lose your dreams. Oh boy, I need another one of those again so soon. I feel like I may have vacuumed up one of these. I don't even know what to call these. 1x1 tile with pin. So, and I also don't keep a whole lot of extras of them because they're useful for attaching base plates to each other. Small chance I have. But this isn't the full set of extra pieces. This is just the ones from the couple of recent builds that we've done. But yeah, as I said, I don't think this one is going to turn up because I think I vacuumed it. I also think I vacuumed one of these, which probably means the cat hopped up here and was like, yo. So we're just going to use this dark green one from the stock. Where nobody's going to tell anybody. It's going to be fine. I don't think I vacuumed up anything else, though. So we should be okay. Floor lamp. Oh, there's 2 of them missing. Oh, no. Why so many? I think there's a brown one in here. I mean, this color is in the set. It's not optimal. No, I'm just not going to include this one for now. Because, again, that's user error. Like, it's not Lego's fault or anything. Okay. Cone. Cone, 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 cone. Stud with hole. Stud with hole. Nah. I'll just remember that I need 2 of these. That's an easy fix from Lego. Hopefully I don't need any more than 2, though. And we build. All right, I can feel, you can really, like, you can feel the momentum where the pace starts to pick up a little bit once again, as more and more and more pieces get used up. I get closer and closer to what would be my natural rate if we were just opening the set bag by bag. One by 2. This thingy. 1 by 3. Jumper. Reduced. 2 by 3. 1 by 1. And some tiles because we're making a bed. Tile here. Tile. Tile. 1 by 2. Tile. Another 1 by 2. Double cheese. Then we connect. Connector. 2 by 4. Corner plate. Corner plate. Attach. Up it goes. Kind of looks a lot less like a bed here than it did before, but that's okay. I guess because nobody has such drab colors for the bed. Actually, I do. I don't know what I'm saying. Bricks. We love working with bricks. So big, so malleable. Jumper, jumper. Now we're making that couch. Jumper. Speeding up. Plate. Tile. 1 by 3. Reduced. Are they here? Are they here? Here they are. Missing Barbara Holland. Maybe Barbara went missing before Will. I don't remember. We remember that unique construction of that couch there. 11 of these. Okay. So that must go here. Then we do 3 of them 3 times. Yep, remember this. 1, 2, 3. And we're learning more and more with the streams. So like in the future, we really know that if you have a big build like this, you got to start with the big build. So you at least finish that. Cheese. Windows. And here's our windows. I feel like there's a baggie that must have all these window frames. Oh no, they're gray. 2, 3, 4. It's definitely nice to be able to set this down. Nice that the parts have decreased that much. Okay. One-sided, double-sided. Remember doing this. One of these. Remember we messed this up before, which is why our window wouldn't go on, or our big panel wouldn't go on. Where's the other side of our big panel? Here it is. So this is coming up. One of these. One of these on a 1x3 brick. The crack in the wall. Oh, these are dark brown pieces. Okay. Pole. Brazier. Light. There it goes. Floor lamp. 4 of these double-sided. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have our panels on them. Just like up top. And one of those here. Big wall panel, grayed out, and a little wall panel. 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Trying to use the farthest pieces from me first to make it easier and easier. 1x6. And we remember building this before. It's going to have the Jaws on it, the Jaws poster. Oh, yeah. Now we've got speed. Shark. That goes here. Gray with clip. Gray without clip. Side stud. Phone. One by two. One by two. One by one. Black. One by six. Where? Back here. I feel like this is going way faster than the top side did, but maybe again it's just that I can actually find the pieces with something resembling speed. Longer one. And we're going to start having... Ooh, that's creepy. This is all creepy. To restart my playlist because it was pretty good. Did the job. Okay, so now we have these like spooky vines here. I probably shouldn't have dumped them all out. I think I'm going to need more of them later. Spooky vines on the underside of the ceiling, which is a little different. With spooky jaws or vines coming out of them. Looks like this one right here. This is kind of some illegal placement here. Oh, that's because I am supposed to put studs first. Here we go. Are they studs with holes or studs with no holes? Kind of looks like studs with holes, which are, oh gosh, this is horrible. I have a bunch of ones with holes and a bunch of ones without holes, so I'm like for sure going to mess this up. Let's investigate closely. Yeah, surely these have holes. So here's one. I'm for sure going to mess this up. There's like no way to not mess this up this late in the instructions. 2, 3. And now we can try putting it on the underside. Also, welcome, Lurker. Good to see ya. We are finishing up building Stranger Things, a retired set. And there's our spooky vine. Put that underneath. I don't think I messed up the placement a second time here. Yes, I did. So this is not the easiest thing to place. So we'll let it be guided by this. Yeah, that feels a bit more rational. And we can close off the room like so. 2 of these. Cheese. And we make these little swings that are going to hold the roof in place again. So we need 1 of these, 1 of these. We need a black 1 by 6, 2 by 6. Then we'll plop it down. Then we'll make, nope, not the other side quite yet. A brick. I don't remember using that waffle piece. Who had waffles and didn't tell me? Literally so rude. Two by 3. 1x6. It's the back of the couch. This is built a little bit differently than it was before, but still kind of using the same technique idea. Now we're going to make the like newspapered over windows. 1, 2, facing outside. 3, 4, facing outside. Keep closing up the wall here, 1 by 1. Side. 1, 2, 3 of those. This will make the outside wall. And we'll see if we got it right this time when it comes time to... Where's the door? Here's the door. Put the spooky message on. Tile. 1 by 1 tile. It's clear, I guess. That doesn't look clear. I guess it's clear. And a nice long plate, just like before. And we put the door on. All right, that looks good. Now, did we get the spooky message right this time? We did. Did not mess up the second time in a row. Okay, so now we need to empty these dark brown branches. And that's just about everything. So we only have one little baggie left to empty. Nope, we have 2. We have green branches for once we get back up top. But we can empty this, though, because all these bullwhips and axes and things might get used somewhere. And hot dogs and carrot tops. This seaweed piece, this is super, super old. This is in the original Gungan submarine, is I think where it debuted. So that's 2001. And we'll start using these. I don't know that I've seen these leaf pieces in this dark brown, which is neat. I'm just going to do this thing twice. Again, we have this weird undergrowth growing over the Ouija board, Ouija Christmas lights. Where's that missing Deb poster that we saw? Will Byers, have you seen me? 2x6, one of these, a bunch of these. They have holes or no holes? Looks like no holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. But these all seem to have holes. 7, 8. Then we'll now sandwich it with another 2x6. Remember, this is the coffee table. Here's our missing sign. Clear dot that we never figured out the purpose of. And a 1x1 plate that we never figured out the purpose of. Plop that down. There it goes. Oh, and a 2x3 tile. 1x3 tile. Beautiful coffee table. Bag 8. Do that annoying thing again where we create a 1x4 brick out of 3 1x4 plates. Basically doing the exact same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. And our pieces are ever dwindling. It's starting to get easier and easier to see what the heck is going on here, which gives us energy, and energy is exciting. One by one. Here. 2 more of these. Okay, we have a black tile. Is this the Xmas box? Yep. Our storage. And another cardboard box, but now it's blackened. Which means we need another 2x2. Which should be really easy to find. There it is. And a bunch of cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we make the couch, which is canted at that weird angle. We remember that from before. Now we've got this beautiful color palette left in front of us. Nothing bright. All this dark brown, light gray, dark gray, black, and dark blue. Looks like this one might be attached with a 1x1 black plate with hole. So put that in. Till it goes. There it goes. And this says, looks like a nice picture of Cthulhu or something. Yep. The rules, right? It's the player rules for the monster manual. Another clear dot of unknown purpose. A spiky plant coming out of the ground. I feel like we have a lot more tendrils that we haven't used yet. Do this twice. Leaving that gap in the wall. And here's our more papered over windows. So 2 here. And then some normal windows in the side. Some of these, it's double-sided. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Weirdly enough, these are black in here, whereas these drapes are black in this room, whereas they're sand blue in the other room. 2 more of these. Go here. 1, 2. And we'll make this little wall. So here's our 1x2 brick, 1x1 tile. Probably the last of its kind. May have also vacuumed that up, but that's a very replaceable piece. Oh no, it'd be over here. Yep. 1x1 plates. Finally have made our way through the light gray pieces. 2 of these, or mostly. 1x1 plates. Oh yeah, we're making these bookshelves again. Set that sideways, although it looks a little different in the upside down. Looks quite different, actually. Then we'll make the next one. By 2. Brick. 1x2. Upside down. Right side up. 1x1. Brick. Brick. That brick. 1x1. Right side up. 1x3. Black. The last drape. And this little thing. Yep. Which we remember from before. Put that, oh, it's the outer wall. 1x6. And then we make the inner wall. So brick, brick. 1x1 tile. Which is up here. 1x1 plates. This. Again. Then we make the other part of the bookshelf, like so. Again, it looks different in the upside down than it did up top. No idea why. And place that down. Okay, another roof. This into 1x8, which is here. Some more spooky decoration. Okay, this time they're black with holes. So here's one, and here's one. Place that down. First we'll put our 1x6 black plate. Then it looks like we have our little spooky fauna. Very, very dark inside the Stranger Things upside down part. Here we go. Place that all down. And it fits like a charm. It fits like a charm. It fits like a charm. And then 2 of these. We're very close to finishing up the house, I can tell. Cheese. And we'll make the other swing seesaw. So we'll need this. This. 2x6. Plop that down here, connecting all of this up. And now we'll add the siding. So we'll switch this around. This was kind of fun last time. Probably using up most of the rest of these teal pieces. So 4 of these 1x6s. And they go here. 1. 2. 3, 4. 4 1x3s. They go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 1x3 plates go here, here. 2 1x4 plates here. This one has a dot on it. This bad stuff is starting to leach its way out of the house. A 1x2 plate. Kind of weird. $11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1x2 plates. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, this is aluminum siding, I think. 10, 11, 4, 2, 1x2 black rounded plates. One of them has a spiky coming out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 1x1 black plate with a hole there. Then the other side, we start with 1, 2, 3 1x6s. Four 1x4 plates. I only see 3. 4. Two of them have dots on them. I think I just lost that dot. That's okay. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4 is over here. 2 1x3 plates. It's 1, 2, 4 1x2 black rounded plates. 2 of them have a spiky, so we'll do the ones that don't first. That's 1, 2, and then the ones that do. 1, 2. 4 1x3 tiles. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 1x2 plates. 1, 2, 3, 6, 1x2 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 spikies, 2 dots. The Buyer's Home, with the porch swing in the foreground, is an homage to The Evil Dead from 1981. This with a black carrot, so we did need those, is going to go here. This with a black carrot to go here. Then the porch swing, once again, now in gray. Can bring all these dark brown pieces onto the mat. I'll need these. Where's my bar? There it is. This goes here. And it works. A little seat. One second while I get the heater. And here, okay, still working on this seat. 2 tiles on top. Oh, that's better. And then this thing. With a dot on top. I don't know what all these dots are. Maybe it's like the drool of the monster or something like that. 2x3 black plate is down here. Little lawn chair. Which we remember from earlier. With these. Where are they? I found them multiple times earlier. Here's one. Where's the other? There we go. And a little side table. So I'm guessing we need this. A dot, our last one. And a tabletop. That goes on the jumper. And then we also have a 1x4 tile. Where on earth does that go? In front of the door. A bucket. In front of the door. And a 2x2 tile. In front of the door. And a dot. In front of the chair. Bag 9. Building the roof. And then we'll have 2 bags worth of trees to connect this build all together. We're going to have these evil tendrils wrapping around this thing. So we get our bull whips. So it goes like this. Guess I should start with the tendril, huh? Definitely an interesting and different way to use the bullwhip here. There's one. Showing the house is starting to be reclaimed by the monster. Two. Two more. With these, what we're calling monster drool hanging down. Go here. Oh, we better find the one with the numbers on it. Not this one. Oh, it's the only one that's solid like that. 149. Once again. And the last one of these with monster drool. Here we go. Our last jumper. Time for the awning. Don't even have to look up for this. We know how this goes. Right here. Then our tiles. One like this. 1x1 plate. 1, 2, 3, and the reverse one is 4. Some more spooky vines. This time not elevated by any dots. 1, 2. Side brownish vine here. Then some cheese all over, connecting this so it doesn't fall. Doesn't feel super necessary, but okay. 2, 3. Four, 5. I feel like I used cheese somewhere I wasn't supposed to. 1, 2, 3. Or maybe I vacuumed up cheese earlier. That tracks. I did think I had vacuumed 1 black piece. Right? And I literally got one already in the recent sets, so no problem. Flip this around. Very sturdy. Feels nice and sturdy. Need 2 of these again, and this. One, 2, 3. Some drool on a side clip, like so. Then 2 of these. One like this. Time for more string lights, but this time they're all clear. See if I can make these a bit more smartly this time. Then this one has a light. This one has a light. This one has a light. And this one has a light. Then we connect them. The reverse of the way we did last time. 1. This is here. Then this goes back around this way. It's cool. It's really cool. It's neat. Now we make these things, which we'll remember from before, using our last tan pieces. So here's one. Here's number 2. like that. And now we make the roof. So we know we're going to need all of these pieces from before. Black and blue, like a giant bruise. This is going to be atomically faster than before. Looks like the build construction is kind of different, though. I feel like we're actually making it backwards. One by four. Yeah, we are making it backwards versus what I would expect. 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes here. Okay, put these on. Two by 6, 2 of these. Two by 3. 1 by 4. Two by 6, 2 by 6, 1 by 4, 2 by 3. Go to the underside. This will straighten everything up a bit. And we add lots of nasty plants. So here's a brown one. Here's a blue one. So another brown one. And another blue one. Another blue one. And another brown one. Connect those with 7 of these. Oh, this is down by 1. Two. This is also, these don't fall off when it's upside down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 bits of drool. 1, 2, 3. Flip it over again. I don't know what this is about, but that's okay. Ah, I see. Brown with a carrot top connecting it. And on it goes. Once again. 1, 2. Nice and sturdy. And we make the chimneys, or the sides. Plate, brick, side. Plate, brick, side. And we remember kind of the stuff we're going to do here. Attaching these. Got some nastiness seeping through the very bricks of the house. Two feature elevators. Yep, we know how this goes. We slide that one in there. And we put this one on here. We slide that one on there. Put this one on here. We need double cheese here. 1. Then we need the last few bluish pieces. Sandy blue. 1. Then we go to the other side and we do the same thing. Double cheese. Probably our last one. If we can find it. Which... we... Second stand of the night. There it is. Double cheese. Slide that in there. Then we go over here. That one goes down. That goes down. Chimney. One. Might not even be chimneys. They might just be like structural pillars. 2. Making a telescope windmill piece with all the same colors as the top. Stud. Cheese. But the roof has a lot more detail down on this side. And it goes down. And some more plants, unsurprisingly. So we do the same thing twice here, like this. One. Two. And we're on to the final bags here to connect this thing. Demogorgon. The Demogorgon is an actual Dungeons & Dragons monster. He is typically identified as the Prince of Demons. It's a cool piece. It's a cool piece. So you can have his head flapped shut or blooming. 11's iconic pink dress and blonde wig are homage to E.T.'s disguise in the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial from 1982. Oh, 11 has the waffles. Oh, that's right. She likes the Eggos, right? Lego My Eggo. It's a very detailed minifigure, actually. Here we go. All right. Now I can truly say this is where the fun begins. Because we're going to be flipping this stuff up, down, left, right, and center. Okay. Wow. So, slight question. Since I'm not going to be connecting these in my display, raises some questions about, I'm going to build this just to take it apart again. We'll see how it's built, and we'll go from there. Bum, bum. This is cool. Setting the Lego set entirely on its side like this to make this construction is very different. Definitely very different. Click. And then two like this, with just a clear dot on them. I guess I'm going to be taking all of these off eventually, but again, we're just going to see where this is going for now. Okay. Everything we're about to do, we're going to do twice. It's also very unusual for Lego to say open two bags at once the way they just did. All right. So we'll do every page twice. So we'll do like this. We're in the end game now. This could take us as little as 20 minutes. Actually, it should, because now we're at the same speed as Lego would have had us at. Then we do it again. Oh, this is going to get weird. It's going to get the good kind of weird. It's going to get funky. Let's swap again. That's rigid. There we go. Ooh. Quiet because I'm paying a lot of attention here, which you kind of have to do sometimes when you're doing a dupla build. I just made that word up, but where you're going to do everything multiple times in a row. Very easy to miss steps here. It's nice and pleasantly symmetrical. Some more of this nonsense. Hmm. Yeah, see, I already missed a piece there, but I can fix it. Making this suddenly a lot more sturdy. Oh, look out, we got hot dogs. Always funny to use hot dogs to connect things like this. It's also just funny how the hot dog fits into this underplate so neatly. But everything Lego is designed like that. There's all these connections and all this math that you don't even realize. Found a problem. Move all of this to the side. Pull these up here. Ooh, the glare's a little intense there, actually, so we'll put them over here. Yeah. Looks like we just hit the transition point. We're on to some regular brown here. Maybe. This is going to be where this all hooks in. Hey, Kit Kat. I know, it's late. What is this nonsense? Starting to get some pops of color now. And we slide that on down. So this is the part that's going to get annoying because the tree is built so cohesively. It's going to be challenging to take it back apart. So what I think I do this is facing upside down, which means this is the roof. I want to remove this piece from each one, which is not that hard right now, but it's only going to get harder and harder as I keep going. So I take that out. Here, these, this, It's a long piece. We pry it out. Then we put this back together. It is not as stable, but I can put a double 2x6 black plate. So this is something we're going to pick up to add to the set. Is four 4x6 black plates, and I also want 1x1 black bricks. Now everything we do once, we want to do twice, so we'll go over here and do the same thing. Pull this off, pop this out, pry these apart, and wiggle this out. And off it comes. And it goes back. This goes back. Hey, Kit Kat. Put that back. Now the next question is this going to be stable here? So we're actually going to test that. So these sockets are they're sitting on top of 2 plates. So we have to take off. Actually, let me do what I'm going to do and then I'll explain. Let's go back to this step. All right. But it's so funny that totally just woke my brain back up because it's like, all right, time to do Lego math. Time to make adjustments. And I love making set adjustments. We're so close to the end here. We basically have like 1 bag left now. But it is foliage, which always tends to be a bit annoying. I'm going to do all of this just to undo it in a second here, but that's okay. Okay, so before we slide this on, this top one can only be resting on 0 to 2 plates. And right now it's on more than that. So I'm going to pry this whole thing apart carefully. Carefully. I think this is going to explode in my fingers here, but that's okay. It won't be the first time. There we go. Pried that all apart. It actually came apart, but that's okay. And then same thing over here. Oh, that one came right off. Squeaky clean. And we'll do the last step that it wants for us here. So we have this, and we're going to set that on there. Well, actually, do I want this? Yeah. So I don't even need all those pieces that I was saying that we needed with the plates. That right there, that connects to our, I guess I can do 1 or just 2 copies of the plate. That connects to the ceiling of our underground, and that is our upside down. It's amazing that it's stable. We should test it. It might not be stable. Oh well. All right, so we're going to pull these apart too. We're going to keep them on the downward side. Like so. Two more. Pull this off. And last one. Pull this off. Okay, so now we can separate again and prepare for display, because I think we're done here. I think we're done with the darkness. Maybe. Maybe not. We won't separate yet until I feel a bit more confident. Okay, so now we'll tie these together like so. This will be kind of annoying because we're not going to use these pieces at all, but then we start making the upper side. Let's get going. Same thing, tie these together. Start making the upper side. We're not going to be able to tie this together quite yet, but it also is not going to be load bearing, which helps us a lot. Just kind of rest it like that. Actually, we can't even, yeah, we can rest it. Da 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 dun dun. Da 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 dun dun. And we start building. With our new soil colors until eventually we have to pull out I feel like we missed a couple pieces throughout the build, but not too many. Not too many. But yeah, we're going to have to dump out the other foliage in a second here. And we'll go to the back, of course. I've really weakened the stability of this pretty significantly with the edit that I've made, but again, neither of them has to be holding up an entire house, so it's kind of okay. This is going to stick below, so it's not going to work for us. So we'll just take this piece. Whoops, dropped a piece. Grab that for me, cat. So this can stay up top. This can go below. And we'll do it again. This can stay up top. This will go below. And it goes right here. Right here. Keep building up. Oh, keep dropping. Still a bit wobbly because we haven't connected it yet, but we will soon. Literally taking the coolest play feature, the only real play feature of this set, and just ripping it right out to fit into the display. Not usually how we do things, but sure, why not? How are you supposed to get this on there? Doesn't make any sense, but okay. Oh, I guess they want you to do it that way. Lego, your piece doesn't bend that way. Okay, gonna ignore that. And now it's stable-ish. These trees are going to sway in the wind based on what I've done. Actually, they might not when I connect it at the top again. Very, very few pieces left overall. Okay, time to open the regular nature foliage. Not nearly as much of it as there was the nasty stuff. But there's enough, though. Here's part of the top. Rapidly, rapidly approaching the finish line. Ooh, I made a mistake. This is actually this. And we fix it a second time. Once again, we know where this is going. Yep, there they are. Drive these wedges through. And now the trees don't sway in the wind anymore, even though we've modified them. Well, soon they won't. There we go. Your swaying days are over. Are you rocking the boat? She's like, why is this stool wobbling? I don't understand. Very symmetrical to the bottom of the tree. And here's our hot dogs again. Wow, I am so hungry. I would love a hot dog. Wow. Attaching these now. 1, 2. 3 and 4. Just making a tree. We do a lot of making trees on this channel, seeing all the different ways Lego has us do them. Or making leaves, rather. Ha! Caught that with the power of thigh. It's because the base here is a little wobbly. We're going to have to use the parts that we set aside to fix it up a bit. It's not that wobbly, but it's a little wobbly. Couple more leaves for the crown of the tree. You can see how incredibly flat this crown is. Like you're clearly supposed to be able to set this upside down, which we will be able to do. That. I feel like that made it just less stable, actually, but okay. Same thing again. Building the crown down to the last couple of parts. Click. 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 Again, feel that we're making things even more unstable here. We're reducing the surface area in contact with the ground. But it is slightly better. And then it was going to have us, if we hadn't been doing that all along, we would have had to go all the way back to the beginning of bags 10 and 11 and do everything a second time, which is nightmarish. So we didn't do that. All right, we have very few pieces left here. Let's see what it wants us to do with them. Well, the first thing it wants us to do is start connecting these trees. So our first problem is that we have I think I have this backwards. Maybe not. This is facing outward, but that is facing outward. But what about this? This is supposed to be sideways. Nope. Sticks out by 2. So we have a 4x4 area where we need to... Well, I mean, this tree is just not going to be flush to the ground. That's that. But it should be flush to the house, which is why I'm like, what happened here? All right, set this aside. We're so close. Let's do a swap. Oh, the bottom can separate. That's not optimal. There it goes. Oh yeah, that's not great. So what do I need? I need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would make sense if these are 12s that I would need 2 6s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are 14s, so do I need a 7? I guess even if I have 6s, it would work. This probably makes no sense to y'all right now, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Go over here to the other side as well. Do the same thing. So now if I'm careful, I think I can still place this upside down. Yeah, I can. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't look pretty attractive on this side, but it's still amazing that this set can stand up on its own like that. So let's set this off to the side. I need 4 1x6 whole Technic bricks, 4 4x4 dark gray plates. So far, that's it. The same thing over here. We're going to have the same problem, but that's all right. Ow, that's flick proof. A little bit too big. Actually, this one is more sturdy, so I only need... Nope, it's not. Nope, it's not. Oh, this is so beautiful! I love the upside down one. I love this one. So I don't need... So I would actually need 2 more. Let's take this, and this off. They're not helping. So I need 6 4x4 dark gray plates. Not helping. Not helping. Where do these go? On these, of course. Very, very dark and gloomy back here. I love this set. I think this set is the shit. Wow. Where are these rocks going? Here? I guess I have to put it the way it wants me to put it if I'm going to see how these go, which again is something I can carefully do. Ah, this set is the shit. So this goes here. All right, you ready for this? This is going to blow everybody's mind. Even with my modification, this set should be strong enough. This is absolutely insane. That is so crazy. Then we have some of these here. Down here. Go to the other side and do it again. Here and here. And here. I'm just going to hear a giant crash overnight if I leave it like this. And here. Now, the only question is, where on earth would I have missed a 2x8 plate? Probably on the underside of this. Wow. This set is so freaking cool. I'm losing my mind. I'm absolutely losing my mind about this. I wonder if these are extra pieces. Wow. Absolutely wow. Yeah. Extra piece. And where's dark gray? 10. I feel unlikely. Okay. Okay. Wow. So cool. So cool. Okay, let's carefully set this down without breaking the whole build. Oh no, that's totally where my plate went. So this is where you flick. Okay, so I need I need 3x4, and then I need 4x4. Okay, so now I guess we can hide these pieces in the stand. So I guess they make it so you can display 4 Stranger Things minifigures at a time. Yeah, you can display the 4 searchers. But we aren't going to do that. We're going to... So this... Look at this. I mean, absolutely look at this. So this is how this would appear in my mine display, in my underground display. It would literally appear like this, which is so cool. And actually, I guess I could maybe put it like that. Stranger Things. Who uses the axe? I guess none of the kids use the axe. Maybe the chief uses the axe. Is the axe one of the actually a piece in this set? Let's find out. Parts. Yep, it's a piece. I must have just forgotten to hang it. That's okay. So we actually want tiles here. 3x4 plate and then 3x4 tile. So we're going to flip this over one more time. Trees might fall off or they might not. And we're just going to see if there's an easy place where we can hide these couple of extra pieces. I mean, honestly, we just hide them in the back here. Back of the build. Back of the box builds. Registered trademark. Yeah. So we're going to flop these. Take off this. And these would also be extra pieces. So make it go like that. Think again real quick about how is this going to appear in the underground. It's going to appear upside down. So we also want to flip the orientation of the Stranger Things sign, which we can do. Which we're going to do like this. There we go. Stranger Things is now upside down. And let's shore up these parts around here. So we have two more like this. And then this whole thing, this sign is going to be removable just like it would have been before. Put this. Yes. Can we use any of these parts? Yeah, we can. We can use quite a few of these parts in the bottom of the build. So actually we're going to take the sign off, just like we said we can do, by lifting both of these. And then we want to extract these two 2x4 plates. So we're going to use both of them. Are there any 1x4 plates that we can use? No, but there are 1x3s. So this is the shape we want to make, is like this. Over here, it's like this. And we need 1x2s. Yep, there's a tile. So that one is set. However, we don't have another 1x2. Oh, we do have another 1x2 tile. So that one is set. So we can set these carefully. Well, actually, we'll put this here, put this here. Now, if we had two 1x4 tiles, we would be golden. But I don't think we have two 1x4 tiles to spare. There are 1x4 tiles in the set. But I don't think there's any that we can just readily take off to do the finishing that we're looking for. But let's quickly look. Because it's always nice to not have to buy any extra pieces. We will not accomplish our mission. That's okay. So we're going to put this one here on the bottom of the tree. So now that'll be stable when it's right side up. And then we'll put this one here on the bottom of the tree. So again, that'll be stable when it's right side up. Set this whole thing down. Come back over here. We're looking for more 2x4s, but we're not finding them, which means that we can't. Well, actually, a nice 2x3 would work too, and I think we have two 2x3s. Let's see. 1, 2. Here we go. So let's build the structure we're going to build before we rip this apart. So we have these two pieces. So we add 1, 2. This goes here. We're sticking out by 3 studs. There we go. 2 studs. 3 studs. And then we start having these 1x3s inexplicably. Oh, wait, we don't have 1x3. Oh, shoot. Well, we can still use this. Why is it built like this? Put this down, put this down. I'll hide these pieces in the back here. So there's one. This fits nicely. There's a second one. Fits nicely. And then the front works, but we need to fix the back. Carefully. This. Then we just need, so we can actually use this piece here and this piece here, which leaves us with 3 1x3s. We wanted 4. But I don't think we're getting a 4th. Let's see. One by 3. You probably can't even see what I'm doing here. That's okay. 1x3. Right there. No, I think we really want 2 4x4 pieces here. It'd be a lot nicer. One by 3, 1x3. Then we go over here. Single 1x3. Oh, I have an idea. We use this corner piece. None of these are rare pieces by any stretch of the imagination. We use this 1x2. And then we could use these, but they would just fall off, most likely. Well, actually, no, they will not. That's a good fit. So let's go back over here. Use 1, 2. And now when we lay this down, it'll be a bit flatter. The trees will have no wobble to them, really. Put this axe in here. That axe is going to get lost. Got to find where it connects. There it is. It's definitely right there. Beautiful. Okay, and now we're in the home stretch. Set these sideways. Set this like that. Oh, that one doesn't work. Which means I still need my L piece that I tried to waste earlier. Where is it? Not that side, it's the other side. Put that back, like so. Put this here. Ooh, I don't love what's happened here. I do not love what has happened here. So let's do it like this. And that's going to be about as good as we can get. Yep. Come back over here, add our L piece. Add these. Add these. So this is a bit more sturdy. Add our upside down Stranger Things sign. Hide this here. And now we're in the absolute home stretch. So we have 2 of these to get rid of. So there's 1, 2. A couple of these, which we want to line up in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that we can put this. Oh, perfect. And then just 3 of these left to go. We'll go here to hide that colorful piece. 2. Oh, there's a 2x4 that's not being used. Hold on. I might need that down here. Or over here. I think I need it over here on the one that was weird. So not that one. That one's fine. It's this one. Taking off this. This. Put this back. Put this in. We also need this on these. So that goes there. Need this over here. Oh, this one's a tile. So we can put this here, covering that piece. Put this here. This here. Put this back down once again. And now it's stabler. Now it's actually properly stable. Put this here. There. Nice and stable. And then just this, where we can put So what happens if I take these two off? Does it get less stable? Let's put this here to add a little more friction if those try to come off. Now we can attach it at will. All right, you ready for this? The last bit, last piece of the puzzle. Oop. The last piece. So, when I turn this upside down in my underground world, Stranger Things is right side up. Perhaps that is how I shall wake up to it all tomorrow. That is a cool set. That is a cool stinking set. Thanks for the stream, guys. Catch you tomorrow.